I mentioned federal government as well. Where are the country building projects? Like, where is the Bradfield scheme? If you don't know the Bradfield scheme, I've got it on my. I've been talking about this for years, and it's been around even longer, way longer. This map of the idea to green the centre of Australia, so we can do those cities, so that we can actually get all that excess water from the Northern Territory or North Queensland and actually channel it all the way down to green centre Australia and actually bring more people in. We could feed literally the world with the amount of land we've got. Like, we have that few people per capita. The idea that it's Sydney versus Hong Kong, a country which is like waterlocked. The idea we have so much land in this country and we've got just asinine idiots running our government, it really annoys me, especially from the property development side. And what about Project Iron Boomerang? Why aren't we actioning this? The idea of this particular project, if you look into it, Senator Malcolm Roberts has talked on this. It's the idea of basically getting all the minerals from Western Australia and doing it, basically putting it on trains and refining it ourselves across the northern part of Australia, rather than mining it, sending it overseas, getting another country to refine it, them send it back as a finished product. It's completely nuts. It's
insanity.
Our government, I can't begin to tell you how homicidal they make me sometimes. But the idea that the cost of property is locked in the way it is, it doesn't have to be this way.
And what about the interview? I was just having a conversation actually last night, and watching Channel 7, I rarely do, but it was all in the last week. It's all pixelated, and I'm sitting in Sydney. It's at 2024. The TV that's connected to the internet is not even working on the thing, and it was actually happening at my mate's house as well. And so he was just having a conversation saying that these. So if you think about moving people outside of the cities, is our internet up to the task of that?
Is it up to the task of it in the city?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm like in the northern beaches, and it's not even working in my place, and I've got the NBN. So that's another, in my view, like a pink bats. It's not a good. We get a little bit of rain, and then suddenly the thing gets all pixelated, and you can't even watch a TV, and you think we're in 2024. And this guy I was talking to is in the medical field. He was saying that they're doing in places in the States, they're doing operations via the internet globally, all around the world. But Australia, they can't do it because our latency is so poor. And so if we need to move industry outside, or if we've got to have good internet in order to do it. And here, it rains, and then suddenly that's how bad it is.
Well, thank God for Elon Musk, because people like Graham Hood use Starlink, and it allows people in Africa, really anywhere in the world, to use it.
Oh, I was actually looking at that recently.
Yeah, what do you think?
Not bad. I'm kind of waiting till they've got some decent speeds. They're not bad. I was looking for a slight up in speed, but definitely. I mean,
eventually, I think they will. I think they will.
It's easy. It's simple. It's available. And yeah, if we start getting censored the way I'm kind of expecting things to head, I'll probably end up getting Starlink with a nice VPN.
Yeah, why not?
If I don't make it illegal.
One of our video editors uses it. So if it's good enough for that, we are barely covering any stories at this stage, but I'm thoroughly enjoying the discussion, because we are talking about the things that are bugging people, which is why I wanted to have this particular panel in. Before I get to the next story, though, Stephen Shapiro responded to a hilarious comment last night. Someone said to our panel last week, none of you guys have a job. You're all just commentators. And Stephen's like, we literally all have jobs.
That's right.
Literally, like I'll honestly say that I haven't. But this guy said, have never had a job, and I was like, mate, no, you're definitely wrong. You're definitely wrong there. But gym owner, business owner, app creator, Dr. Stephen Shapiro is literally a professor, lecturer, book writer.
We don't make money off this, We work for a living. You were in the construction industry until you weren't.
Yeah,
it was such a weird comment that someone was making, that the people on the panel, none of you have ever had a real job. It's like, of course we have. How do you think we pay the mortgage?
It's not like we're the Prime Minister of Australia.
That's right. With that $200 a week.
I normally don't care. That doesn't include the flights, by the way. That was just the food. But I don't.
The thing is, if your country's not going in the direction you want it to go, you can just sit back and do nothing, or you can actually contribute and try and make a contribution to change.
I don't usually respond to comments because I get so many, and I'm like, look, whatever. But this one was so hilariously wrong. Last week, just to defend, forget about Stephen and I, we're fine. But just to defend the other people that are on the panel, we had Jeff Grimshaw, who is literally, he's a business owner. He's someone that's written many books. He's a very intelligent guy. You've got John Ruddick, who is literally the what does he do? Lending. He's like a mortgage broker. And then you had Chris Scoveries, professional photographer. I was just like, I don't know where you come from. Just sort of seeing what hits the wall. Anyway, keep the comments coming, you guys. You made my night. I almost responded to it, and I was like, I don't have time for this. I
noticed you liked my response. I thought, oh,
I was this close. Yeah. I was this close to writing everyone's CV. And then I was like, this is actually not worth your time, Joel. And I was like, okay, let's move on. But it was hilarious. Please come back for more so we can talk about you.